Hello royals, Sanborn honey. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, your queen, your face of Nimash, Gauteng Queen 2021. Holla at your girl. So I made an exciting video about you. I made an exciting video for you guys to share the sauce, the spice, the tea up behind my crowning, but this video had to come first, so I felt like this was a much more pressing issue than rather for me to be talking about my glitz and glam and all the shandies that you all love. Today I decided to just not talk about that, but talk about something more pressing, something more important, and I felt like this video definitely deserves to come first. So what I'm gonna say to you guys is that bullying, bullying is not okay. I think at some point in our lives we've all had a little bit of bullying. We've all been a bully. You've been a bully, you've been bullied, I've been bullied myself. I cannot tell you the instances in which I've been a bully, but I think it is important that when someone says something that makes you feel uncomfortable, when someone behaves in such a way that makes you feel out of place, they make you feel small, you feel dehumanized, you feel diminished, I think it is so important to speak up against such things. You need to raise your voice, be heard, say your story, say what you're feeling inside. I'm going to share my story on how I experienced bullying firsthand. But you guys know the reason why I'm making this video today. This video is a tribute to Lufuno. She was bullied and she committed suicide. I think you guys know the story. I'm not gonna share the heavy details, but guys, how do we let this happen in our society? How do we sit back and watch this and fold our arms and let this happen? The most disturbing part about watching the video is seeing how the other students were reacting in the background. It was so painful to watch. They literally stood behind and folded their arms and let her take the beating. No one decided to be like, no, stop, don't do that. They were laughing. What kind of society have we become? Who have we become? What are we becoming? Mental health issues are so important. I spoke about this on my previous video, and I said that mental issues are so neglected within our African communities, especially, more importantly. I think it is unfair that our parents expect us to not have depression, to not be mentally unstable. Who do you then tell if your right to be depressed is taken away? Your inherent right of being depressed is taken away at birth. Before I get into my story, I want to say to her family, I have no words. I don't. To the community, we can do better. We can do better. We can do better. So now I'm just gonna dive right into my story, how I experienced bullying and how I dealt with that, and maybe this video might help someone out there. If you're watching this and you're going through the same thing that I went through, then this one is for you. So I moved from Limpopo to come stay with my mom when I was going for second grade. And moving from Limpopo to Gauteng, different languages, people are speaking a completely different language, and other kids would make fun of that because there would be an accent. I would have an accent and I spoke differently than them. It affected me so bad that that's when I started making English my preferred tongue, my preferred language, because at that point I knew that was the base, that was the language that we would all comprehend. And so before I focused on really learning my language and understanding it, I just resorted to English. But that's not how my story ends. One thing my mom has taught me is that, when you see something in someone and you look at it and you feel like, oh my God, what a flaw, what a fault, you don't need to point it out. Chances is they know, they've been told before, and no one likes to have their flaws constantly pointed out. One thing I can tell you is that I am aware of all the things that are not going right. If my hand looks different than yours, then chances is I am aware that it's different, and chances are I'm not very comfortable with it. So my hands were very tough. I had a tough time because of them, and I would avoid touching anyone's hand because my hands were so tough. But I've learned to enjoy them. I've learned to grow into them. I've learned to love them. I've learned to understand that, this is who I am. This is me. I cannot change this, and I cannot chase this away. You cannot erase yourself because someone feels threatened by your presence. And just because they are pointing it out and making fun of you about it, it's not going to disappear. You're going to wake up, you're going to go to bed, you're going to wake up, you're still going to have that flaw. It is so important that we teach our youth to love themselves, to love one another. I think the kind of music, the kind of content that we're watching online, it's really affecting us really badly. It's affecting how we interact with each other, and it's affecting how we interact with the world. If we are out here calling it a figure of speech, sarcasm, sarcasm is being abused and misused. Figures of speech are being used and misused and abused. So when people constantly point out your flaws, you start noticing them. You start seeing that you're different. You start hating these things that are causing you so much attention. I used to hate my hands. I used to not touch anyone. I mean, what kind of a life is that? And at that point, that was before Corona, so that was when handshakes were a thing, I could not shake anyone's hand. Right now, I'm just like, oh, thank God to Corona. When I go into the workplace, I won't have to shake anyone's hand. I'll just, elbow tag them, like what kind of life is that? Why do I have to go through that? Why do I have to treat myself like that? And why is it so important that other people pointed that out to a point that it got to me so bad? It got into my head that I thought, I'll just stop touching people's hands. And borrowing someone a pen or something in class, that was hard for me because I would have to pass the pen, and there would be a little contact, and they would bring it up. I am borrowing them a pen, but they would bring it up. So this video is about self-love. It's about loving yourself and your flaws, whatever they may be. I want to say to you, you are beautiful. You're a diamond. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be noticed in the best ways. Do not beat yourself up over things that you cannot change. Just be you. Live your life. Don't let people get into your head. People are always going to have something to say, whether you're doing good, whether you're doing bad. If you steal, they're going to say something. If you're too good, they're going to say something. They're going to hate you for everything. People always have an opinion, and I think the opinion that should matter the most is the opinion you have about yourself. Let it not be how the world sees you, but rather how you see yourself. And today I want to say to you, please look in the mirror right now. You are beautiful. You're a diamond. You're perfect, and you look amazing today. And you're watching this video and you look great, and you're smiling right now and you look great. So guys, please do not forget to subscribe, comment your stories, share your stories with me. Let me know what you're thinking, what you were bullied about, how you feeling about the whole thing that is happening in our country. Please do share your thoughts. Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Share this video, like it, give it a thumbs up, and stay safe. Take care of yourself. Stop bullying each other. Stop bullying other kids. Do not be bullies. It is not cool. I repeat, it is not cool. Do I need to be louder? You suck for being a bully. So anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in to my very short installment, but I hope this helps, and I hope you guys are going to share your stories with me. But until then, and until I come back for that tea that y'all been waiting for, the queen is out.